Amazing grace, sweet the sound, saved a wretch like me. Oh. Hello everybody, Wade McNutt here, pianomeditation.com. Welcome to the lesson today. Our song is Broken Vessels. And God, we just invite you into this lesson today, student wherever they are in the world. All right, so the song is in the key of G. And if you're using cheat sheets, a little chord booklet I created to help you learn how to play chord piano. No songs in it, just chord, cool chord stuff and some other info. We are on page 5, key of G. You can get that for free by signing up my email list below in the description. Intro of this song. So first look at the cheat sheets if you have those. Kind of go over the 4 main chords, G, C, D, and E minor. And then we're going to jump to the intro. Now, as we're going through this song, remember, if this is your first time with me, this is a video. You can pause it. You need to if you're new to the piano. You need to pause as we go along so that you can learn each part and then play. And because I'm not going to just go slowly because that would take forever. All right, intro. Oh, and also, you can copy and paste the song in the description as well, below in the description, and you'll have to format it to where it looks nice as it is on the screen. So right hand, intro, it's the first thing we'll play, D, C, B, and in the bass, we're going to play our E. So it's over this E minor chord, and let's keep a beat with our pinky, so you'll go just like this. And the first part will be 1, 2. Let me play that again. 1, 2. Then we'll go to a G and a D in the bass. 1, 2. G, A, B, A, G. So here's those 2 things together. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, the next part, back to E in the bass, and you'll do the same thing in the right hand. 1, 2, back to G, 2, 3, 4. So the whole first part, 1, 2, ready, and 1. G. Oops. I make mistakes here and there. So that's the first part of it. The second part of the intro is almost exactly like the first, just one little difference. So again, you'll go E minor, 1, 2, to G. Now this time you're going to go G, A, B, D, B, A, G. And I'll play the intro all the way through so you can actually see me play it correctly. So it's 1, 2, down to E. So you move the left hand in the midst of that right hand thing you're doing. Right on the A. And then end with the same thing that you did the first part of it. So here's the full intro. Work on it. If this is difficult for you, practice, pause the video. Sometimes some of this stuff will take days even to work out, and that's just your process of learning. All right, full intro. 2, ready, and 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Second part. 1, 2. All right, so in the bass you could play both of these together, or you could do what I was doing, which is whatever you want to do, your choice. Both will sound real nice. So that's the intro. Let's go into verse 1. Starting with an E minor chord. E, G, B. And we're playing an inversion. E, B, E, G, B is a regular E minor chord, but we're just going to put this B on the bottom. So anytime you put the notes of a chord in a different order, it's called an inversion. And that's going to help us to keep all of our chords close together here as we play. E's in the bass. All these pieces. So you just play the beat in this hand, let the bass hold out. All these pieces broken into G, shattered, in mercy gathered, back to G. Oh yeah, I gotta tell you G. My brain's gone today. G, B, D, G. G's in the bass. This is another inversion, because here's our root, G, B, D. Okay, so we're gonna be going in between those two chords, the E minor and the G, through the first part of the song. All of these pieces broken and shattered, in mercy gathered, mended and whole. To E minor again. Empty-handed, back to G, but not forsaken. I've been set. Here's the new chord, free. It's a D chord, D, F sharp, A, and a normal. D chord would be here, but we're inverting it again. Set free. I've been set. To E minor again, free. To a D. Okay, so those are just 2 beats apiece. 1, 2, 1. Now in the pre-chorus, which is Amazing Grace, Amazing Grace, we can just play the chords just like we were. Or if you want to do this cool little thing that I'm going to show you, you can do that as well. So either play the chords if the next part is too hard for you, or play this part. So here's how it works. Here's our C chord, C, E, G, C, and G. It's a root chord because C's on the bottom. So what we're going to do is go play the top parts of this together. So you'll go, that's how it's going to work, top and bottom. That's going to happen quickly. So slowly it's, so no, it's just going down from the top. But you're going to have to play it quickly if you want to play it with the song. Amazing Grace. So your choice if you want to do this. That's the technique we're going to do on all of these. Then go into the D chord. How sweet the sound. To your E minor. That saved a wretch like me. Back to C. Oh, I once was lost to D. But now I'm found. E minor. And on C, you play C. Ha, that's funny. C. Okay. And then the chord, it goes into the chorus real quickly after that. Blind, but now I see. Oh, I can see you. Now, during the chorus, they bring it way down. So we're just going to hold out these chords. I can see you now. On the G, out to D. I can see the, to E minor, love in your C eyes, laying yourself down, G, out, D, raising up the E minor, broken to life, C. So that chorus, it's just holding out through. And then we can play another intro or half an intro if you want to. And then verse 2, failures, you take our weakness you want to start building, play the beat in both hands instead of holding out the bass. You set your treasures in jars of clay. So take this heart, Lord, just like the first verse. Be your vessel, the world to see your life in me to a D. All right. Then it kind of has this instrumental part here. And you can go back to in the chorus there. They have an instrumental part during the song where they're doing a cool little thing. So what that is, the first 3 times you're going to do this. G, D, G, D, A. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to move my hand up. A, B, A, G. So it's G, D, G, D, A, B, A, G. And then G again. G, G, D, G, D. So you do that whole pattern 3 times. And then you'll go C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G. That twice. So here's the left hand again. Da, 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 A, B, A, G. One more time. C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G. And in the left hand, we're going to do G bass notes, D bass notes, E minor bass notes. You can go down to C, or you can do this C up here. Either one, octaves or whatever you want to do. So here's how it sounds in time. 2, 3, and... Okay. And to build this, if you want to, you could start off by just holding out the bass notes. Your first time through, next time through, maybe play the quarter notes like I was doing, and then you can even notice how I'm keeping this thumb down, kind of mashing a bunch of the notes together. So by doing some of that, you can really build that instrumental into the pre-chorus again, which is Amazing Grace. And I believe on the record, they will keep playing that through singing Amazing Grace, but instead of playing the C at the beginning of the lyrics, they'll go to a G. Do that same progression you're doing that same progression during the instrumental all the way through Amazing Grace. So you can go Amazing Grace, sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Hadn't practiced much singing and playing it together, so I was kind of winging it through there. But that's the way it works. Same progression, doing that Amazing Grace. It takes a little practice singing and playing it at the same time if you're trying to do that. Cool. So that's the basis of the song, getting that stuff down. Remember, pause, work on it, work on transitioning the chords, and then putting in that extra stuff if you want to do that. Also, with the cheat sheets, if you're using those, again, you can get them for free in the description, signing up for the email list below, and I'll send you all kinds of cool stuff, free training. On the cheat sheets, we'll talk about going pro right now, which one of the things I like to show is the pentatonic scale. So what it is 5 notes, pent meaning 5, these 5 notes, and you can use those to create some cool fills, which fills up space in between your singing. So for example, all these pieces broken and scattered, gathered, mended and whole. Okay, so you're using the pentatonic scale to do that. Now, I like to use these 2 shapes. So just memorize these 2, G, A, B, D. And some of the patterns I do a lot is right here. Start with the rock and roll fingers. And I keep the pinky down. And I'll go up or down. So this is shape 1, I call it. You can jump down here to shape 2, where your pinky's on G and it holds out. So you can use those. I know that's a lot. I'm doing some advanced stuff, but that's what you can do if you practice these and really learn how to use it. Sounds really cool. So using it for solo techniques and all that fun stuff. Also, just real quickly, in the Going Pro and the cheat sheets, I want to talk about the Nashville numbers. So this song, let's say it's too high or too low or whatever, you want to change the key. If you start thinking in numbers, even making your charts in numbers, a lot of people do this, especially in Nashville, but a lot of churches do this these days as well. So you'll notice above the G is a 1. All the letters, all the chords have numbers to it. So our G is a 1, our C is a 4, D is a 5, and E minor is a 6 dash, which means minor. So those are the 4 chords we're using. So just remember 1, 4, 5, and 6 dash, 6 minor are what we're using. So you could flip to another page of the cheat sheets and go, well, what are my 1, 4, 5, and 6 in a different key? So let's say you needed to raise this a little bit. Let's say we're going to the key of A. Well, you notice your A is a 1, your D is a 4, E is a 5, and your F sharp minor is a 6 minor. Looking at that key of A in the cheat sheets. So then what do? You sing, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound, saved a wretch like me. And now I'm playing in the key of A, just like that. So understanding how to chart stuff at numbers and look into that very important thing that you can do. God bless y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the lesson today and were able to deal with me having a couple brain farts. It happens. Everybody farts. Has brain farts, excuse me. Well, both of those, really, honestly. I better quit talking because I'm going to get myself in trouble. God bless y'all. Hope you had an awesome lesson. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.